DeShante Dupree, Jim Schwartz, what's the game plan tonight? Going in this without no Darby, we knew that. Now we know we're not getting Jalen Mills. I think you got to play more coverage than you normally would. He's going to want to set up blinks once or twice because Daniel Jones is right behind Carson Wentz for fumbles. Boy can fumble the ball. I think he has like 16 fumbles on the season. They call him Danny Dimes when he's dishing, and they call him Danny Fumbles when he's not. So you got to hit because now we're coming out with Rasul Douglas, Avonte Maddox, not playing in the slot, now might play on the outside, and a mixture of Sidney Jones and Cravion LeBlanc. LeBlanc is a good corner, but he hasn't played much coming off that Liz Frank. So we definitely have to shore up coverage to DeShante Dupree. But we need to get Fletcher Cox is a Pro Bowler. We need to see this. We need to see it. We need him to beat the double team or at least create a lot of double teams so Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Timmy Jergen, they all can get one-on-one matchups and win. When you disguise your coverage and come out the last second, show different looks, he holds the ball a little bit longer, hesitates, and that's what allows him to get sacks, fumbles, and all that stuff. I want to see a strip sack fumble taken to the house. I want the defense to score a touchdown on a fumble, and that will just set the tone for the whole game.
We got the Eagles. We got the Sixers. Philly talk.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is Philly Talk. For those who are new to the channel, love talking about the NFC East champions, who happen to go by the Philadelphia Eagles and the Sixers. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you never want to miss another one of these videos, click the little bell by the subscribe button for post notifications. Also, if you support this channel and as happy as I am that the Philadelphia Eagles are NFC East champs, go ahead and hit that like button. It also helps the channel grow, but hit that like button for the NFC East champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's jump right into it. What can I say? Wow. NFC East champs. Let's go. Let's start with that. And I want to get into something else too real quick before we get into the game. This team, when I think of the Philadelphia Eagles this year, I think of heart, will, determination, resiliency, next man up, never give up. All them words come to mind when I think of the Philadelphia Eagles. This last 4-game stretch was not easy. People say the Redskins suck, the Giants suck, the Cowboys suck, the Giants suck again. Well, guess what? They're all division teams. And let me tell you what happens this year in division games. Seattle Seahawks, division opponent, Arizona Cardinals. Guess what? The Cardinals beat them. Should have never happened. The Saints, divisional opponent, Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons beat them. Should have never happened. The New England Patriots, divisional opponent, Miami Dolphins. They beat them. Should have never happened. That could have been us in this last stretch. The Redskins, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Giants. One of them could have beat us because that's what division rivals do. They spoil. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. Simple as that. Let's jump right into this real quick. Carson Wentz is now over 4,000 passing yards. The first Philadelphia Eagle in franchise history. Congratulations, bro. I'm about to pull the clapper. Jason Garrett, let me show you what you do. But this is something you should clap for, not getting beat for Carson Wentz. With that being said, Carson Wentz was 23 of 40 for 289 yards and a touchdown. And that touchdown he threw to Josh Perkins, every quarterback coach, head coach will tell you don't throw that pass. You don't throw across your body on the opposite side of the field. That's a recipe for a pick six. That's what it is. Only a couple guys in the league can make that pass. Carson Wentz is one of them. Let's talk about Miles Sanders going down. And Boston Scott, again, 19 carries, 54 yards, 3 touchdowns, a big catch at the end in the screen game. Pretty much getting 4 catches for 84 yards. 84 yards off of 4 catches. Let's go. Let's go. This game, everybody stepped up. I said in my live that I wanted to see what Dallas Goedert could do as the number 1 focal point for this offense, stepping in Zach Ertz's shoes. When Zach Ertz plays, Dallas Goedert gets easy man coverage, single coverage. I wanted to see what he would do when he was the focal point, and he balled out. 4 catches, 65 yards, and that crazy crucial catch on third down where Wentz just said, here, bro, you go do you. And he did him on that play. My gosh. We came into this game very injured. And I was nervous about the secondary a little bit. If you watch my live stream, thank you for all who tuned in. I talked about that. Also, you've seen the opening remarks of this video. I called the strip sack. I said I want to see a fumble recovery, and that turned the whole game around, like I said. But let's get to the secondary. So, Avonte Maddox goes down, who was playing great. Had a great deflection against Shepard, a deep ball. Had a great hit on Golden Tate, which ultimately hurt his back. Came back in the game and went out again. So now we were down to Rasul Douglas, who was getting burnt when it came to speed routes. Cravion LeBlanc, who I love and respect, but hasn't played with that Liz Frank. And Sidney Jones, a guy who came in key situations, made plays, but ultimately hasn't put together a full game. And we played good defense, pretty damn good defense. Except for a couple missed things, Rasul Douglas and the Saquon Barkley one. But at the end of the day, 34-17, that's it. That's it. That strip fumble really turned the game around for the Philadelphia Eagles. There was no looking back after that. It was a 20-17 ball game. We just went down, had to kick a field goal. Jake Elliott makes a 50-yard field goal after missing 2 field goals against the Cowboys. Like I said to Philly Fresh, shout out to you, Philly Fresh. I told you he's going to bounce back, right? My boy bounced back. It was just a great game. Great game. Robert Davis caught balls. Greg Ward caught balls. Deontay Barnett caught balls. Joshua Perkins caught balls. Miles Sanders caught a ball. And like I said, Boston Scott. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different targets had a catch. That's when you know your quarterback is dishing. That's when you know your quarterback is scanning the field. That's when you know your quarterback's not playing favoritism. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. Miles Sanders had 9 carries for 52 yards before he went out the game. I touched on Maddox. Now I touched on Miles Sanders. And let's touch on Brandon Brooks. We already went into this game with big injuries. And then our best runner back, Miles Sanders, hurt. Our best lineman that is left, because Lane Johnson's not even playing, he goes out. Then you get our best corner goes out. We fought back. The Philadelphia Eagles will find a way to win. If there is a way for them to win, we will find it. We don't make excuses. We don't make excuses. Oh, Mari Cooper wasn't on the field for the last play. We got a lot of guys not on the field for all the plays because of injury. I'm surprised about me coming upstairs to make this video. I didn't fall down and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I could easily get hurt because when you wear green, bad things happen on the injury front. Man, this was a great game. I saw a lot of stuff. Cravion LeBlanc, back-to-back great plays. Sidney Jones, back-to-back great plays. The D-line comes big with 4 sacks and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. I called it. Man, I love this game. The first half and the beginning of the third quarter, I was biting my nails. I ain't gonna front. But you saw when I came on my live at halftime, I felt a little bit of like, it's not pretty, but we getting the job done. At the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Giants 34-17 and are now in the playoffs. Dallas, you got to win, but it doesn't matter at this point. Good try. Maybe next year. NFC East champs, we did it when nobody believed that we were going to go on this 4-game run. And again, you hear the announcer, Miles Sanders out, Brandon Brooks is out, Avonte Maddox is out. They already have a multitude of injuries. How is this team doing it? How are they doing it? Carson Wentz and the group of young guys. Boston Scott, when he plays the New York Giants, he does not play. He does not play. Matter of fact, Jordan Howard came in the game one time, didn't even get the run. It was a play action fake to him. Something's still wrong with him. We try not to use him. We knew we should have used him for the get-go. But when Miles Sanders went out, we should have used him. But Boston Scott said, hold my beer. I got this. It's the New York Giants. I don't know what it is. But when we play the New York Giants, I know how to play football. Kudos to these guys. Kudos to these young guys. Sidney Jones getting his confidence back. Cravion LeBlanc, the defense. Ronnie McLeod was popping people. I'm talking popping people. That boy was putting his muscles up. He was smacking people. This was a great game. A great game. Like I said, let it be the Eagles to keep you anticipated, biting your nails on the edge of your seat for 3.5 quarters, but then ultimately just boom, 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 win the game in some Philadelphia Eagle fashion. What a great team victory. This is the definition of heart, resiliency, will, determination, next man up, never give up, whatever you want to say. Just keep saying it. Underdogs. We back. We back. Let's get a win in the playoffs. Let's get DeSean Jackson back with these guys. And oh my God, I'm telling you, Greg Ward across the middle, Dallas Goedert in the short and intermediate passes, Zach Ertz. When you got these guys, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, Greg Ward running these kind of routes, and you got DeSean Jackson taking the top off, defense are going to be hurt. If these guys are getting separation, Greg Ward, Ertz, Goddard, with everybody pressing up, what do you think is going to happen when old D-Jack is back? We get one win in the playoffs, and people will be scared of the Philadelphia Eagles. Mark my words. Mark my words. We do need to get Brandon Brooks, Miles Sanders, and all these guys back. So I am going to keep my ears listening to what's going on with these guys, because I hope Brandon Brooks, Miles Sanders, and Avonte Maddox, we need these guys back. We need these guys back. But at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles found a way to win 34-17. Carson Wentz is now the best. He has the most yards in franchise history and is the only quarterback to ever do it without a 500-yard receiver. With all that being said, if you like this video, if you're excited for the playoffs, something that 7 weeks ago, nobody outside of the Philadelphia Eagle fan base thought it was possible. But here we are. Whenever you doubt the Philadelphia Eagles, we come through. 3 years in a row making the playoffs. Super Bowl, playoffs, playoffs. We ain't done yet. Carson Wentz is 26. Watch out. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like this, like I said, if you like the Eagles, if you're happy, if you want to help this channel grow, throw me a like. It really does help. And leave me a comment, because like I said in the live stream, I love hearing from you guys. You guys have great opinions, great points. And the Eagle family, this Eagle community that we have here is tight. Just like what they do on the field. Let's go. 9-7 NFC East champs. Let's get it. With that being said, you know what time it is. We out.